Yolan True, and welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy, and welcome to another Let's Play. And if there's one thing in this game, at least for me, that's always a thing, that there's too many tasks to do all the time and too little time to do them. And I'm really lagging behind a lot of things here in this game, especially now that I started an account from scratch for kind of a new start series on my German Let's Play, which is available with auto dubbing, by the way, just saying. And that needs a lot of time at the beginning, at least. And so there's a lot of things I need to do here that I haven't done yet, besides making the normal videos all the time. And I have a lot of STFC filming days at the moment, and I'm daily doing videos for the Let's Plays as well. And I haven't done one thing in ages, and that's what you see here. That's going into Mirror Universe. Of course, I'm hoping that none of the others is there right now, so that I can find the Op 70 space or the level 70 space without anyone else in it, so that I can top up on speed ups, which are not that a big problem at the moment. I do have 42 days left to go to Op 69. I'm not in a hurry to get there, because I'm only going there anyway to get the R&D department 69, because some of my hazard protection research requires that. Otherwise, I'm stuck there. I don't know why I'm not going through the rift now. And so I still can take some time there. But what I really need before I proceed then on Op 69 is also faction credits. And that's something else that you can get if you have regular time to go to the Mirror Universe and to get that. But before we go there, we just empty our chests. I still have some from my last outpost hunting, although hitting a lot of hostiles over 6 hours, that's always very little what you get out of them chest-wise. Nevertheless, let's see what we can get from... I'm filming this a day before maintenance is coming up again, and the game is a little catastrophe today. I filmed my German videos for the explanation channel today, and I will film the English ones on Wednesday. But today that was really chaotic. I had graphics issues. I had ships returning to the station, although they were just parked in front of the station. All this stuff today. This is annoying as hell at the moment. And I hope that maintenance tomorrow, from your point of view, when you see this video today, will fix some of that. Otherwise, boy, I don't want to play the game the way it was behaving this morning. And many other things. You see, I send it to the Rift, and it's not going through. And it's not even giving the push-up news again that you usually get. You have to be in the inside the Rift to use it. This time it doesn't even say that. It's just not doing anything. So let's check it on the way to Romulus. If this works, at least, they really should get that game fixed in the end. That's what I said when they introduced the outposts. There's so much still not working that I'm quite worried when they add another layer into that game. And we can see that right now. There were a lot of issues in the introduction of the outposts anyway. You all will have experienced that. And now other issues have still not been repaired. I mean, have a look at that. Why is it not jumping to the next system? Well, they took away the push-up reports now, or the push-up nodes, but that's all that was fixed. Unfortunately, there's another one in the system. Otherwise, I just would have completely used the... Oh, well, we still can try that, to use the Kirshara, and if he's only parked there and not very active... I mean, I had some crashes earlier today as well, or I even had to restart because the game was completely stuck. So Maybe that's what happened to him. It's not so funny. Although it's quite interesting that on a lower level I do have these crashes. Why I'm obviously need to get a different device to play on my lower level account as well. But a lot of the other issues with graphics and stuff that I have here did not appear there, although they are the old ones again. You know, those purple squares that you get everywhere. I didn't have them until today. I had them once while filming here, but usually I don't have that anymore on my main account. But on the small account, I had that several times. So there seem to be some ops level related bugs in that game, and I have a nice way to compare them now by having an Ops 90 account and an Ops 68 account, soon 69 account, with different issues. That's interesting for me as well to experience. But it's also very interesting to experience the new start on a new account this time, because they did change a lot for starting players. They really want to push you quickly to higher levels. And you really can see this. There's a battle pass for starters that brings you really a lot of good things. I built the North Star there. I'm very close to build the Franklin there already. I built the Jellyfish with that battle pass, and I didn't buy any blueprints for the ships. I just got it all via the battle passes. And there's another one. One of these Boldly Go events when you start on a new account with Spock there, that got me a lot of rewards as well. So getting to Ops 20, where we'll go later today when I'm filming the German Let's Play, is really easy. That account is just 2 weeks old. Yesterday was 2 weeks old, and I'm already going on Ops 20 today. So and that in the reasonable way. So with all the research in place, with all the buildings in place, with a strong ship, and so that is quite interesting compared to my other starts of this game. And I'm not rushing through the ops levels or something. That's why I made this video at some point at the very early time of this of my main channel, where I said don't repeat my mistakes. And I'm not repeating them there, but I'm still faster on the ops levels than I was at the time when I made those mistakes. And that's the interesting piece about that. At the same time, I'm still finishing some events here, because that's another reason why I picked the Mirror Universe Hostiles today, because we at the moment still have the NSEA enemy SMS. Couldn't do that last night. I also couldn't do the search tactics with my fellow alliance mates. So we are ranking first, but I will not get any rewards there because I couldn't take part, because I have to work a little bit too much at the moment. And so also have to work on that second account to give it kind of a realistic travel experience on that Let's Play. And as I said, I only can do that once with building ships and stuff like that, but I turned on the auto dubbing. I turned it off before because I heard it's not perfect, let's put it that way. But I think with something I can only do once, and it was a request by my German viewers to do it there, that I still want to give you the chance to see this experience as well, how fast it goes now. And especially for new players, of course, you can have a look how I'm doing that without getting me in trouble with research, with buildings and stuff like that, and still getting up quickly, at least up to Ops 20. From there on, I'm quite sure it will be a bit slower. But on the other hand, from that place, I should be able to take part in the normal battle passes. I'm too late for the current one. But still, that would give a boost as well. And already having the Franklin after such a short time, having a strong fighting ship with the North Star at the moment. I know I will be able to build the Kira very soon, but the North Star is stronger than 100k already, so that will carry me definitely until I get the VAR class, which is my ship of choice between the VAR class and the Kumari there, because I'm going for the Legionary and the Saladin afterwards. And that's why I don't want to pump up the Kumari, although I like that ship really. But it's more reasonable to use the VAR class for some time now, because of the upgrading materials. And so it will be very interesting to see how fast I will proceed into some other things like Eclipse Space. It's also very interesting to be reminded of a lot of things that after 3 years, and it's more than 3 years than I started for the last time properly, how much you forget. You forget to pick something up there. You have to think about, oh, where did I do that again? Because that gives me a chance as well to do some stuff on my main explanation channel about to do stuff for lower level players, because I experience them again, and especially I experience them again under the new circumstances. So that is quite interesting, I must say. It's different, but it also reminds me of stuff I have forgotten after 3 years. There are things I usually have to look up again if people are asking stuff. At least I know where to look things up. Compared to players that are playing the game for the first time and are fresh players. But having it fresh in my memory is even better to give some advice. So it's really interesting for me to do that. And let's see, how many boxes do we already have, or chests? It's 29. So how much time do we have left? Another 18 minutes for this round. And you might have seen that I didn't even start Exos, because I only start the Exos when I know that I can really spend an hour on this and really make the best of it. But that's rarely the time at the moment at the moment. Oh, my English is getting worse. Rarely the time at the moment where I can do that, because of not only I don't only have to do STFC, you know that I have different other channels as well, which are much older, by the way, and one younger channel as well that needs some treatment with my zoo channels, where I finally have to visit the zoo again for filming this week. And yeah, game time is a thing where you really have to look out for when do you have the time to do that. And you know that I also have voluntary work, and sometimes I want to have some private life as well. But as you can see, some things I can just connect with videos. I wanted to tell you about the new start anyway, and so I connected my next Mirror Universe visit here with some information about that. And some background information why it's so interesting nowadays to do that. It is a very different experience, not only because I know generally all the stuff that I'm doing there, but about the different circumstances you're doing that under now. And I did something on purpose. I moved my account to an older server. I was invited by viewers there. But of course, being in an alliance of an older server, you can get a lot of help with things where when everybody's on the same level, everybody's struggling to get there. And so, especially now with the tournament and everything, my alliance is not in the Master League, but I still can live with that in the Expert League. That's already of help when the next tournament will come. It will be my first with that small account. I will be able to score some points there, and already to get some things from the tournament store. And I already have some bonuses from there. I got Nagadelvos shards every day, and stuff like that. So that's interesting as well. And the most interesting part of this is the ships I'm gaining at the moment. I'm gaining easier than in the past, but still other ships that I already got on their respective levels when you are supposed to have them. But the newer ships that were introduced into the game in the last 3 years that I got usually in here on this account while I was on a higher level than that was required for those ships, that would be very interesting to get the ships first of all via the game and not buying them, because on that account I will not buy ships. It's 99% free to play. I had to make the little reduction because instead of 100% it's 99, because there's little things like a second building queue and a second research queue that would have driven me crazy, and that I think is really reasonable. So in the end, that new Let's Play account, I will play like I would play this one here if I wouldn't make videos. So on my big one, I'm spending more money because of the videos, and the new one I would just play as if I wouldn't make videos at all. So there you will not see me buy a ship or a technology or whatever. So that's kind of nostalgia for me as well, because that's the way I played this account in the very past before I started with filming. Nevertheless, it's still an experience, I must say, but it will be really interesting to see how important is the Vindicator, for example, that I have no real use for on this account, to be honest, because I was far too high level for the Vindicator to have real good use for me compared to my other ships. But it will be very interesting to have the Vindicator on the level you're supposed to have it. There, I'm absolutely sure it will make a lot of sense. It will help me a lot. And some of the new special ships that were introduced since I'm playing my big account on this server will definitely replace some work for faction ships. And so I will be learning something new there as well, because I still have to learn that ships that are coming in at this kind of similar level might replace some. I in the past said, yeah, you need to buy that, or need not to buy, to build that or build that. It might not be necessary anymore, and so I can gain very new experiences for my viewers here as well. And that's, yeah, as I said, a very interesting journey for me too. A little bit time consuming at the moment, unfortunately, but still with a lot of benefits still. It's holding back a little bit my main account at the moment because of the grind time that I'm missing, but it will get better soon, because in the first levels you can really rush through. You have to do tons of missions to do that though, and so that will cool down very soon on the small account, so that I can do more grinding work on my big one again to keep that there where I want to have it. And of course I still need to get blueprints for the Epic G6 ships, to especially the Crencher, so that I'm prepared to go to Op 70 at some point. There are a lot of buildings between me and Op 70, and I will not go there anyway before I have the blueprints for the Crencher in place, so that I can build the Crencher immediately after getting the shipyard level 70. So we finally got at least 56 chests. Yeah, that happens when you don't grind as much as you would like to usually, because in this case I just didn't remember that I would have used my speed crew with hammer here usually. So I would have gotten many more chests already, or not many, but more chests already if I would have used the speed crew. Yeah, and I completely forgot that because I haven't done that far too long. That's bad, but at least we finished that NSEA event here. I always take all the materials I can get from events, if I can, and so that's why I wanted to do that today as well, to finish that event. I mean, the other event, the anomaly event with the discoveries, it was easy, just 4 jumps and the event is done. But other grinds are a bit more intense though. And we are still missing the promised 61 plus freebooters. Scopely promised them for this year, but it's November and we still don't have them. And that's quite annoying because I still, for my dailies, have to hunt a lot of FKR hostiles, and yeah, that's annoying. I want freebooters for my dailies. I don't know, they didn't even comment on that. And I asked the support once. I know, but that they promised them for this year and when they're going to come. We are not informed, and we cannot give out information about possible future content. This was promised content for this year. It's not any. It's like at least for the G5 scrapping or the 5-star ship scrapping, they said they have to postpone it. I haven't seen anything or any comment from them about the 61 plus freebooters. They just silently ignore the announcement or something. At least that's what it looks like. And yeah. But the good thing is, with my other account, I at some point will get to Ops 38 and then start with the existing freebooters. That will make my life much easier there. And then for a while, those freebooters will be very helpful until I get to Ops 60 there. Will not be very soon anyway, so at least one account can still benefit from freebooters. At the moment, I'm more surprised that the Kirshara is working properly. Again, I had some issues in the last days with it, but at the moment, I'm quite satisfied, and it didn't even crash since the initial problems today. So some intern must have switched some switch over, and suddenly a few things are running more smoothly. I don't know. But nevertheless. But as I said, I wanted to take you with me into Mirror Universe to talk a little bit to you about stuff going on, what you might have missed, because officially it's in German, but as I said, it's auto-dubbed. So if you're interested, you might want to take a look, because that's, for me as well, very interesting to do these videos there. And of course, there's a little bit more new stuff on my main channel coming from the new arc in the next days. But for now, I guess it's you don't just want to see me kill mirror hostiles for another 10 minutes. So I guess that's a good end for the video for today. And if you have anything where you say in your Let's Plays, take us there on your task that you have to do, please write in the comments below the video and on Discord. And if you want to see another video right now, the next one is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.